The stream was cut. YouTube is being YouTube again. This is why you guys need to find us on Rumble. Let me just tell you, please, 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 please subscribe on Rumble, because in the near future, I'm gonna have to stream on Rumble. This is not even sensitive content. You have to understand, this is not sensitive, but YouTube just, maybe I was not being liberal enough. I should have maybe making the disclaimer and say I'm a liberal. I just want to share my view on this one. But anyway, the last video we were talking about, YouTube decided to cut us on the last video in that segment, in that content. So I don't know what they're up against, but as we are saying, in the last video, we're discussing liberalism and how it's so busy in silencing everyone's view except their own. And I'm so sorry. I know you guys, many of you that are watching live, maybe won't be able to connect again, which is sad. Can come back again later on and see the video as we finish the show, because I don't want to just end the show here. We're not going to end it like that. So let's check some quote. What I was sharing was on personal pain, and I was just sharing that your personal experience should not determine the rest of a mankind. Just because one person was ugly toward you, that's because one person did you wrong, it doesn't mean everybody else is that ugly. Everybody else suddenly become like that. So please understand it. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Be the change that you want to see. I like the song that said, the change I want to see must first begin with me. I surrender. So it's a powerful song. So be the change that you want to see. Don't let anybody become a stumbling block in your way. Okay? The arc of the moral universe is long. Play it again. Or just leave it. Just
so this
play.
Is me on the episode of Jubilee, 20 Black Conservatives versus 1 Black Radical, featuring Amanda Seales. Now, a lot of y'all are asking me, hey, ABL, how was your experience? How was Amanda Seales? All this, that, and the third. First things first, shout out to Jubilee. They're very, very professional. We shot this back in June of this year, 2025, in Los Angeles. So it was a Hollywood-style environment, and it was very well choreographed as far as the format. But what was not choreographed was our responses. Whatever you heard came straight from us. There was no coaching from Jubilee at all. And shout out to everybody who I met when I was there. Very, very impressive. That was the highlight for me, everybody who I met, all the conservatives, because 10 years ago, this wouldn't have been a thing. This many of us on TV getting exposure, it wouldn't have been a thing. And it most certainly was unheard of back in 2002 when I was 18 years old. So shout out to everybody who I met when I was there. Amazing. Now, Amanda Seales, what was my experience like with her? First thing first, let's go back. She was actually a child star on Nickelodeon, if you didn't know, and her moniker back then was Amanda Diva. And when she came into this set, I saw some of the diva energy immediately. First of all, you got a big, huge security guard. I'm 6'3", this guy is way above me, dwarfing me. And she had like a cup of coffee and an iPad for some reason. We could not have our phones, but she had an iPad. I don't understand why, but I saw the diva energy immediately. And her tactic throughout the entire time was, if she got back into a corner and they got a little bit heated with the back and forth, she would threaten to leave. She was doing that at the very beginning. If you saw the clip, she was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it. So right then, she was trying to set boundaries to say, okay, don't interrupt me, don't cut me off, but she would cut you off and interrupt you and it'd be totally fine. So it was hypocritical. Also, there was a point where she was trying to say, oh, well, since you're an immigrant or the son of immigrants, you can't speak on Black American issues. Meanwhile, her mom is from Grenada. So it was like, you're the exact thing you're trying to say. You can't talk about Black American issues, yet here you are talking about Black American issues. And then back to the whole diva thing. The reason why they probably call her a radical versus a liberal is because she probably requested that. There were certain times where we would say, well, we as conservatives don't do what you guys do over there on the left. I'm not a leftist, I'm not a liberal. It's like, okay, whatever you want to call it. Radical, leftist, liberal, all the same thing. You're talking about Gaza, trying to help them. We don't care about that. We care about us here in the US of A. So she wasn't a terrible person. I tried to be nice and have some kind of decent communication with her. I gave her a fist bump at one point. So she wasn't terrible, but just being able to talk to her and having conversations about these kind of things, it was pretty insufferable. But I hope y'all enjoyed it.
Yep, it was pretty insufferable. So that's what I just wanted to point, because it's good to hear from these guys who went there, their take at the end, what they think about this this conversation. I wanted to go deep into black on black violences, you know, that has been happening in the US in comparison to what's going on in Africa as well right now, and seeing the racial crime is like a 20,000+ murders a year, you know, persistence. And this is just crazy if you think about it. And here we have people like Amanda who's still trying to push the same narrative. And a cousin, Asiedu, who says something that's very profound, focus on the hardware, the structure of injustice, instead of focusing on the software. Personal grievances matters, you know, because often we are just so focusing on the software, but we don't understand that the issue is not the software. The issue here is a hardware issue. How can I say? No, it's not the hardware issue, but it's more the software issue. It's not the hardware issue. The issue is not the hardware, but problem, but don't understand that no, it's the corruption software. There's an antivirus that has entered. There is a shift that has been entered, that something that is already dealing, that something that is already corrupting the mindset of the person, and that's why they're acting that way. So that I think that really captivates with me, you know. But without reform, it's just cycling around and around. So I believe also, like, without transformation, without reformation, what happened is that you are just cycling around and around on that roundabout, like a dog that's chasing his tail, but you're not making any difference. Sometimes we just have to really take time and ask yourself a question: why do I see things this way? These things about slavery, you know, slavery has been moved and improved. It is really ancient of humanity, if you will. The word slaves comes from a Slavic people. It comes from the word slave, as these people were enslaved by the Ottoman Empire. Romans, Greeks, Arabs, and Africans all owned slaves. And the abolitionist from the UK, believe you me, from the UK himself, what is the Quaker Christians and the black resistance in America destroy the transatlantic trade, often at a huge cost for their own for their own privilege, for their own wealth, for their own statute. It started in the UK. Abolitionists from the UK, they're the one who stood up for the black people. And they were white, they were not black. So if you think about it, it's a video.
I thought he even finished that.
No, not that one at all. Definitely not. If you upload all the video, I want to play this video, and I think my notes might have missed it. It could be around 17, maybe.
Black skating chains in America?
Yes, please, maybe that one.
And someone needs to have the courage to
Yes,
say,
thank you.
it ends here. Because what has happened here is, look, black people in America were brought here in chains. Everyone understands that, and nothing will ever erase that. That was horrible. It was evil. And what I see now happening is the resentment that naturally comes from that event is just being transferred between racial groups. So I put a picture up of the Carmelo Anthony, Austin Metcalf incident. So for people who are not familiar, you know, there was a white teenager, black teenager. White teenager confronted the black teenager because he was in the wrong place at a sporting event. Black teenager overreacted. He overreacted. He stabbed the white teenager, killed him. And then a lot of people, white people included, but especially black people, started donating to the black teenager, saying he was just defending himself.
Right?
No, more than, I think it was like 750 or yeah, it's like
they
500
bought a
something.
huge house, I remember.
Yeah. So why did people do that? Well, people were justifying it by saying, oh, well, he was provoked and he was trying to defend himself. When it's like, in actuality, if the races had been reversed, you would not be donating to him.
No.
Right?
Yeah,
because
no.
you would realize
He'd be
this
doing
is just
life
a
in jail
person taking another person's life.
Justifiably so.
So what happened was they raised all this money, and then a few weeks later, this whole Shiloh Hendricks event happened where a white woman was at a park. A little black kid allegedly went through her bag trying to steal some stuff, or I don't know what happened. She calls a little kid the N-word. Okay, so should that kid have been in her bag? Absolutely not. Is calling a little kid the N-word a proportionate response to what's going on?
No.
Absolutely not. Now, I'm not equating what Shiloh Hendricks did with what Carmelo did, because one person killed a person, another person called someone a horrible name. But the point is, we keep justifying disproportionate responses. And what happened was a bunch of resentful white people started donating a lot of money to Shiloh Hendricks. Like, why are they doing that? Because they feel like they're being discriminated against. So it's an equal and opposite response. So eventually someone needs to say, look, we need to stop fighting fire with fire. We need to throw water on all of this racial grievance stuff, because it's not benefiting anyone. Because as I said before, hatred hurts both the hater and the hated. At the end of the day, it always comes back. And instead of people justifying disproportionate responses and defensiveness and more hostility, recognize you're only hurting yourself.
Indeed.
You're only hurting yourself.
I had one more example. Did you guys hear about the incident in, I believe it was actually Springfield, Ohio, where a kid was killed on a bus due to a car crash from an illegal immigrant, I believe a Haitian immigrant. And then when the father of that child did a press conference, he literally said these words: I wish it was a white person who killed my son.
Wow.
And that just shows the level of like pressure that people feel to virtue signal, that in a time of grieving, of losing your son, you're afraid of being looked at in a bad way from the public.
Imagine, guys. So you understand that these type of issues are quite profound in our society. Often we're not speaking about them. It's not because they're not there. We just sometimes avoid and just put a cap on the top of it and pretend it's not there. But they are there. They're playing a bigger role in our society. And only a minimum minority of people dare to speak about it. And often they don't speak it in the way that it builds our society, because the divisive, this mindset, this liberalism mindset of people like Amanda Seals, I promise you, I have nothing against this person, but I just can tell you from a biblical perspective, that way of approaching other ethnicity, other people from different part of, they're even the same part of the world that like she is. It is destroying. Then you have people like, what's his name? No, Dr. Jordan Peterson. There's, oh my God. What the, if you know who that is, the guy who always say, what the, this guy is a black man, is a YouTuber, and he knows how to really provoke people. He knows how to provoke. And then he made a t-shirt, and he went interviewing people in New York City on the street and saying people that the month of June is the White History Month. You should have seen how much people fought against him on that. And he said, there is a history month for all this other group of people. Why not? We don't need a White History Month. He said, but why not? Because we have all the others. So you understand this, we need to shift the way we see things, because if you're going to create a Black History Month, you have to, because there's no Black History Month without White History Month. There is no, in the US, there's no such a thing. Just food for the brain, food for the thought. So let's just play another video from this amazing Kaizen Asiedu brother, because I'm not sure, my notes maybe might missed it, but you should have it properly labeled. I think, let me tell you, I think that video, the number of the video should be number. It's guys, this is very, very important video because it's just summarize what we've been talking about, and the way he put it out there, it was so helpful. And I want to end the show, as we're ending the show, I want to end it with that video because we just play number 16, right?
17.
We'll play 17. Okay. Now let's play number 16 because I think 16 will just wrap it up for us.
Is the same guy?
Yes.
Want to know
Yeah.
where am I getting this wrong?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is it.
So let me talk about what I think is underneath this whole discussion.
Please.
We actually have to go back to almost the origins of American slavery,
Okay.
right? Because basically, if you this is obviously super simplifying it, but what happened was Europeans who were white came to West Africa.
Right.
They saw West Africans. They said, okay, these people are less advanced, and this must be fundamental to what they are. They're just a different class of humans, right? And they're inherently worse in all sorts of ways. That was the European mindset,
Got it.
right? Now, fast forward hundreds of years later, I think what's happening is actually kind of a reversal, where now there's people who are saying, oh, white people are inherently worse in
Yeah,
some way,
that's
but
true.
instead of it being technologically worse or civilizationally worse, it's morally
Morally
worse.
worse.
So what happens is anytime we have these discussions, because we're talking about race, we're actually focusing on the wrong thing when we need to be focused on the software, not the hardware. There's nothing about being inherently white or inherently black that makes someone inherently morally superior or inferior.
other.
But every time we talk about oppression and hostility and hatred, we racialize it inherently.
Yeah,
And
you're right.
It's race essentialism. So we say, oh, all white people. Well, what about Slavic people? Like Slavic,
come on.
the word literally comes from slave. So Slavic people, like in Eastern Europe, they were enslaved by the Ottoman Empire.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So
Oh my God, I love you so much.
Yeah, so,
Yes.
so the slavery all throughout history, but what happens is in America, we become so hyper fixated on what happened in America, which
Yeah.
is important. Of course, we should mention slavery, and you never denied that.
No!
But I think the point that you were trying to make, and is difficult in that environment, is there's a much broader context
Yeah.
here.
Yes.
And the evils of slavery are not particular to melanin.
I literally
okay?
said that. I'm like, you cannot paint only one race with
Yeah.
this.
So in
and
the
not all white people
exactly.
perpetuated this.
Okay,
Exactly.
Julie,
so
I-
just to
hold on,
finish
hold on.
here.
Yeah, wait.
So in the analysis of American history, of course, we need to acknowledge that yes,
100%.
there was a racialized institution of slavery, and in that racialized institution of slavery, white people were placed at the top of the hierarchy, and black people were placed at the bottom. That doesn't mean that current white people identify with that mindset, because it was a culture, it was a software that was adopted, and it happened to be adopted by these people. But all throughout human history, people have been justifying slavery through different methodologies. This is just the American way that we did it. We should be aware of it so we don't repeat it,
Yes.
but we shouldn't be so fixated on that we conflate someone's color of their skin with their ideology.
Can I just?
That's just the key, because slavery has been also has been used as a weapon to an extent where we're not even talking about the issue at hand. And as I said, the issue is not the hardware, the issue often is software. So we just have to stop polarizing that issue so much so that it even lost its value, because we all have a history. And the African slaves, do you know that slavery is still going on even in certain places in Africa today? Go to many countries and you'll be able to see how people are living in slavery. You'll be mind-boggled. So these things of reparation that some people are asking out there, I don't understand what's the purpose. What are they trying to achieve with that? Because you will never get it. It will never happen, because it's crazy, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like your grandparents, they used to fight at school, and then something went wrong one day, and they fought, somebody broke his leg, and now he's limping on the crutches for the rest of his life. And then he got children, and the children of his children grow up, and they go to that family, they say, your grandparents broke the leg of my grandparents, now we're coming to us to pay for it. You have to pay us for what your grandparent did. It doesn't even make sense. It's just kind of like a handout, an easy way out. I'm like, you're like, I'm looking for you to just hand me something. Hey guys, I'm so sorry for the show of today. It went differently because of all the hiccups and the YouTube acting up and all those things. That's why it's so important for you guys to connect with us as well on Rumble, because there are obviously some conversation that we can only have on the platform that is no bias, on the platform that is not so much for the liberal, the platform that is not so leftist that you cannot have a normal conversation about any particular issue anywhere. But that we can have it on Rumble. So please make sure you connect with us on Rumble. There's a link in the bio. If you're not subscribed on YouTube, do that and like the video. So as we are moving toward the end of this segment, there is a particular story that I really saw this week. The last week I think I saw it, and it speaks volume on the power of God and also how life is so fragile. And this is a story about Patrick Blackwood and Nina Unrated. Maybe some of you have seen it, maybe some have not seen it. And Patrick Blackwood is a chef, apparently, entrepreneur and a spiritual motivator. What the heck is that? And Nina Unrated is an influencer. She's a world traveler known for candid food, adventures, openness, and faith and struggles, all those kind of things. So I looked up on her Instagram quickly about who she was. They were both hit directly by an SUV while they were in a restaurant in Houston recording about food. The crash was caught on their video camera. I don't know how that video keeps standing. Some people people believing that they set it up themselves, but obviously it was so drastic that I don't think anybody could just set up something like that. It was crazy. Please play this video. Number 12.
Yeah, I know.
The fact that he even finished that. Fire, right? And just yesterday you were asking for mac and cheese. You gotta try it. Are you gonna do the lobster, the oxtail, or?
I'm going to lobster.
You're gonna go straight to the top.
That one, is that the lobster one?
I think so.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm gonna do the lamb chop. Wait, let me grab some.
It's a crazy thing that happened to them as
This
we
is
were
12 years.
recording
I'm
this
chasing
video.
12 years of culinary experience. I told the chef, I said, Chef, I'm gonna come work for you. I want to start doing dishes though. I want to start at the bottom.
You don't want to work. You don't want to start at the dish pit.
Yeah, I do. I'm really good at doing dishes, right? Oh, here we go. It's sorry. It's a secret. It's a secret moment. Go ahead.
So pay attention, guys. When they grab the hamburger, what is going to happen next? It's ridiculous.
Don't cry. It's okay. It's okay.
This is so good. And it just feels so right.
Just yesterday. Just yesterday, you said, what you wanted? We were at the supermarket, and he said, I want to go get some stuff for mac and cheese.
Oh my God, it's so good, but it just feels so right.
Ooh, this has rosemary.
So good. It just feels so right. Sometimes you eat food and you're
is that
like,
what I'm saying? Oh, no.
yes. There are mothers that can make food like that. You eat it,
I'm devouring
and it
one.
hits every fiber of your being.
Before I regret
You
it.
just know it's like everything is
let's
just
do one.
united. It's
There's
like
3 more. Oh, this
if
is the
you,
lobster
people
one.
prayed
Did you
and
get a
fast
piece of
before
lobster?
cooking. That's how it tastes like.
Yeah, it's right there.
I know.
So when they grab that hamburger, don't lose focus because something crazy is gonna happen there.
Kidding.
It takes God to pull them out of this situation.
Oh my God. This is the kind of mac and cheese that gets you pregnant.
I think you want me to.
Oh, what's that?
He's like, yeah, I need you to try
Ooh.
this.
Honey lime vinaigrette. This is Creations' own gourmet sauce, marinade, and dressing.
All right.
Salad.
He eats salad every day.
There you go. You taking the whole salad?
Yeah, he gonna take the whole salad. You gotta add him. Oh, you know that's almond, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, let me add some of that sauce in
Pay
there.
attention what's gonna happen
Oh
here.
my God, this is, hold on, let me get one more bite of this.
Don't miss it.
Wait, hold on. Oh my
Please,
God.
guys, drop us a comment in the chat because it's been crazy. The our first link went offline
Here, I'm gonna help you.
So you better slap it.
for I don't know. I'll deal with that
There we
later.
go. I'm gonna get a little bit of mine too. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm gonna do a big bite with you. Cheers, my boy. Boom.
That's crazy. Y'all see that? An SUV bump into was at the parking lot, next to the parking lot. Oh my God. And an SUV hit them big time. But obviously they were okay.
It's all over my body.
Listen what he's gonna say.
Just bless. Thank you, loyal.
Do you hear that?
Thank you, universe.
Thank you, universe. Thank you, loyal.
Just bless and grateful.
Yes. So listen, you may wonder why did I show you guys this video, even though it's so strange. Maybe you guys understand what he's talking about, because from my notes, I really had to try and understand because this Nina as IG, this is what she's written. This experience showed me who truly matters. Life is too short for grudges, anger. Let go, forgive, live in the now. Listen to this crazy part. This is such a crazy part. I just wanted to show you this video for testimony, not for you to understand their view, because their view is a bit too drastic for me. I can't understand it. Thankful to the universe and to our angel, Pop Loyal, who passed in November 2024 and protected us from above. So I was asking, what is this Pop Loyal? I don't understand what that is. So Pop was a family pet, and they believe is in guardian angels in their worldview. Is a guardian angel in their worldview. Their family pet a password. So obviously, my question was, is this guy's Christians? But then in my search, Patrick has posted prayers and he speaks gratitude to God in interviews. Nina is more spiritual than religious, but always attributes survival to a higher power. So basically, this is kind of a new age type of crazy stuff. So we just don't go too deep into it, but I just wanted to share with you the story about what happened to them, despite them maybe not being really faithful to God. God still served them, because only God can serve them in that. An SUV in the parking lot smashed into them. You see screen shattered. You see the window shattered. How is that possible? None of those glass enter into their neck where he was seated. It is just mind-boggling. And it's, to be honest with you, the guy was impressive, because the way he reached out to her right there and then and making sure she was okay. How many people would do that? A moment like that, it will be save, keep pay. Save yourself. Some people will run for their dear life. So I just wanted to share that. And so for our last segment for the show of today, even though you might not have access to the previous show because of what happened with the YouTube, and but it is recorded, so I'm end up uploading it on Rumble. So make sure you follow us on Rumble, because I'm going to upload a show on Rumble. So the glory segment, this is the glory topic, the glory topic. But today we're discussing the story of Skylar Darrington. She is a camp mystic survivor from Texas. She's a teenager survivor who lost her friends in the flood that hit Texas this year. Crazy, 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 crazy. On the Fox and Friends, she performed her rendition of Hallelujah as a tribute to her friend, and it was a hit with a great surprise by famous Christian singer and songwriter Lauren Daigle, who made an emotional, surprising visit to her and gave us very beautiful and a very touching advice. So you don't want to miss this one as we end the show. And the Skylar and her parents, they were really captivated by this surprise visit. And so the point is that Skylar was among the survivors of the flood that killed 130 plus people. And she was a camp where 27 people, mostly children, if I'll say young people are not doing it justice, mostly children lost their life in this flood that hit them on the Camp Mystic alone. Many children among victims, thousands after affected, 1,000 people already affected because imagine you have a neighborhood or street where 5 children from 5 different homes passed on. Man. So please play this amazing video. And by the way, let's just do this. Before we end the video, I just want to do my last note. So we just end the show with this amazing video. So one thing I would like to say, you cannot build unity by exclusion. No, bring healing by just blaming yesterday's forever. That will not help. God is bigger than division. Grace is stronger. This is like, guys, let's be a people who are focusing on building instead of destroying. Exclusion does not bring healing often. Blaming does not bring healing. Exclusion often does not bring unity. So I encourage you guys to understand that that God is stronger and is able to pierce even through hate and bring something profound. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment your honest thoughts. Connect with someone new in the church. Next time, if you didn't manage to do that today, as we are ending this show, there's one video I'm going to play. You don't want to miss this last video. Injustice anywhere is a threat. Is a threat to justice everywhere. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. MLK Jr. says that. So as before we close, let me just pray for you guys, our precious viewers, and I also want to pray for this family that were affected by this flood that happened. In the next video, we're going to see. Father, thank you for our amazing viewers, those who even returning after the stream fell us tonight. I'm sorry, Lord, for the mistake we made tonight that maybe caused us to not do things the way you wanted us to happen. But I also pray that you may give us the ability to know how to navigate in this world of a lot of insanity, a lot of craziness, insanity and crazy ideas, Lord. May you give us the ability to be able to dissect, to be able to analyze things before us with a spirit of divinity, so that we will not be fooled or fall prey to the foolery of this world. Father, bless Skylar and her family. I bless this young girl who survived this flood and many other people that did survive. May you give them the grace that they need to understand that you saved them for a purpose. I rebuke guilt from their heart that will try to attack them, to make them feel as if they shouldn't have been there, because yes, they should be there. And those who lost their loved ones, Father, may you embrace them tonight with your love. May you surround them with your comfort, because nothing can ever replace the life lost. But in you, oh God, they'll find fulfillment. Father, bless each and every person that's been watching and supporting us on this channel. May you hear the cries of their heart. May you open doors for them. May you walk with them in the unknown. And may you shine the light in the bliss, God Almighty, so that they will not be lost by the divisive thoughts of this world that is trying to penetrate through their mind, heart, and soul. But they will shine brighter, and the light that will consume the darkness. Father, we know that you are with us every single day. That no darkness, no evil of this world, no liberalism ideology or even feminism idiocy that will try to pull your children away from you. No more to that nonsense. We shall stand, we shall speak the truth, and we shall declare that you, oh God, you, oh Jesus, you are Lord. Amazing people that are with us.
Remind people what have happened.
And Lacey, Mom, you helped her rewrite these lyrics, right?
I did. I tweaked them a little bit.
And what was it like working with your daughter for such an important message?
It was very emotional and healing. It was like song therapy. It was getting it all out. We just had a kind of a sad day that day, and it just felt like this beautiful release. And it was just a beautiful tribute, I thought.
I know, Joe, Lacey, y'all got the news. There was no communication with the camp, but y'all jumped in the car. You drove 4 hours. You said fastest you've ever driven in your life to get to your...
This song, I think, helps to kind of tell that story and remind people that there's still a lot to be done.
It's so beautiful. And behind you is the story, too, isn't it?
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, Skylar said this was her cabin right here, and you can see all the clothes in the trunks that are on the ground. And you were the closest cabin, you told us earlier, to the Guadalupe River. And the man who runs the camp, Mr. Westlake, is that his name?
Mr. Dick and Mr. Eastland, too.
Mr. Eastland came to rescue you, got in their truck, and came to get all of your friends out and take you to higher ground, right?
Yes,
saved a lot of lives, right? Yeah. All right, are you ready to perform for us?
You got this.
Thank you very much.
Here you
We'll be
go.
with you in a second.
Take it away, Skylar.
I heard there was a giant flood, but we were washed in Jesus' blood. And you don't really care for my news, do ya? On July the 4th, 2025, the water rose and we went adrift. The baffled king composing hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Our faith was strong, you showed us love like only God from up above. Your prayers, your hugs, and your love overwhelmed us. We cried, we prayed, we did our share. You clothed us, fed us, brushed our hair, and from our lips we drew the hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. They say the water overcame, but I will never forget their names. No blame, no fault, so really what's it to ya? We are a part of mystic herd. We spread his light, his love, his word. The holy and the broken, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. We did our best, we left a mark, a light that shines within the dark. I told his truth, I didn't come to fool ya. And even though it wasn't long.
Guys, this story has been very touchy and profound story for me concerning Skylar's story. So as I said, I will not do a commentary on this video, but I was just shutting down. We already even put one light out, and I just needed to come back and just let you guys know that. Please, I hope you hear the text, how she just twisted and how she's praising God despite the situation she went through, despite the pain. So please, so profound. Please cue that video.
We stand before the Lord of songs with nothing on our tongue but hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Wow.
Profound.
Awesome job.
So great. Skylar, so tell our audience, where does your strong faith come from?
Well, throughout, my whole life, I've always believed in Jesus, and going to church and that event that just went through, everything that just happened really helped my faith grow and everything, because all of my friends were there. We sung during the tragic event, and it just helped us grow. And I've just always been a Christian and always believed that God is with me no matter what happens. So,
wow. Mom and Dad, you did well with this one. I know you have brothers too. Y'all have been through so much. I just dropped my daughter off at camp, so it's hard. But God bless you. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a Christian singer.
Do you really?
Yes.
Well, I think you have a lot of promise there.
Thank you.
Who's your favorite Christian singer?
Lauren Daigle.
Oh, she's mine too.
Wow. What do you like about Lauren?
I just like how her songs are really unique and how she just spreads the word of God. It's really beautiful, and I love all her songs.
You want to tell her hello?
Hi, Lauren Daigle.
There she is right there.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. Nice to meet you. I literally was standing in the corner like tears. I was like, no. I have to.
Oh my gosh.
You have such a beautiful voice.
You're my favorite singer ever.
Oh, come on.
How do you feel, Skylar?
Thank you.
This is crazy.
You did awesome.
Thank you.
The way that y'all wrote those lyrics, and I was thinking about it before, and here's the beautiful thing. Tragedy happens in so many people's lives, and what you experienced was unbelievable.
Yeah.
But you know what? You took the tragedy and you turned it into something incredible. You turned it into something beautiful. And that, to me, is so telling of your faith. It's so telling of the hope that you have in Jesus, that you could take a tough situation and turn it into something beautiful.
Yeah.
So I just want to applaud you.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you, guys. Have a blessed evening. Bye-bye.